Somtee. Amazing. This is the part where we actually clap, but I think we're all
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. And well, how do you greet for Boxing Day now? Happy Boxing Day, right?
I guess. Happy Boxing Day.
Amazing. Can I touch your butt?
Saxophone.
How old is this?
Just 4 years.
4 years, but it has that feel like Fela has used it. Fela passed it on to Lagbaja, and Lagbaja passed it on to you.
I don't know what you're hearing, but
no, I'm saying the look. It has this classic.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I think it comes from how often you use it. Yeah, that.
Beautiful. So speak to us. You just did "Married Did You Know," which is of course a Christmas classic, and. This hit me differently, I must confess. So I've heard people sing it, I've heard people play on the keyboard, but hearing it played on the sax just hits differently. It's as though it takes you to a deeper level. So is it a thing with brass instruments, or particularly saxophone, or it is you, or is it a mix of everything together?
I think it's a mix of everything, but then I remember when I started on the saxophone, I literally went on Google to search how to sound soulful as a saxophonist. So for me, I was telling my friends recently, when I play, I want people to cry.
You almost got me.
Well, it means I'm doing a good job then. So, not necessarily cry, but I want you to feel that emotion that I play with and that place I play from. So, in as much as it might be a saxophone thing, it also has to do with the personality of the person behind the saxophone.
It's beautiful to see. You remind me of my friend. Look, we used to have this jazz concert in Port Harcourt and cool music. That's why I was talking to the gentleman. And my friend C.C. Johnson, this is what he does. Brilliant guy. And there's another Emmanuel. So Emmanuel does trumpets. All these guys who know how to play brass instrument. But I don't think some of us wanted to try because of how difficult it is, because no matter how much you blow. So how challenging was it for you to learn? Or how quickly was it for you to learn? Because I'm telling you the truth, some people give them 3 months. It's just air that will be coming out of that thing. Nothing will come out beyond that. Not even talk of a melody.
Okay, in as much as it is difficult in quotes, I think it also has to do with the quality of the person teaching. So it was a bit difficult for me because I didn't want to play the saxophone. I wanted to play the trumpet, but it happened that there was no trumpet around, so I was forced to learn the saxophone, or let's say the saxophone chose me. So it was a bit rough at the beginning, but I think we have a blissful relationship right now.
I like that.
In relation to Jeffrey's question, I personally think that the ability to transform sound, air into melody using the saxophone or any trumpet, any musical instrument that is divine. It's just amazing. It blows my mind away. Maybe it's because I love music myself.
Okay.
So how early did you know that you were able to play this musical instrument? And do you feel that divinity as well when you are, doing what you do?
Well, divinity, yes, I do. Yeah, I feel there's something.
Yeah.
I know there is something.
Inexplicable, right?
Yes, it is there. I can't explain it, but it's there. I liken it to maybe when you're in church and people are worshiping, you can see that's the Holy Spirit, right? But then how do you explain someone playing a non-church song and still feel something? So I know there's something extra aside to me. But my earliest memory of playing the saxophone, I think, was about 10 years ago. I hadn't made up my mind to play yet, but that was the first contact I had with the saxophone. So it was quite rough then. But yeah, I thank God for where we are now.
So give us a sense of what's going on inside of you when you're playing. Are you also singing on the inside?
My boss would say when he plays, he doesn't think, he concentrates. So you're trying to connect to, there's something you're hearing that you're trying to let out. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's a bit abstract. I don't know if I'm making sense.
So you're trying to channel that, you're trying to channel so people hear what you're hearing.
Basically. So from your mouth to the coordination of your fingers, you just have to make sure that, okay, there is that line that connects it to give you that sound you have in your head that your audience now get to hear.
It's just beautiful to see. So, what kind of songs do you like to score? The guy who spoke to us, his name Ola, he likes quiet, calm music. I'm asking that question because one would presume that people who play brass instruments would naturally like calm sounds. But is that true?
It might not be true for everyone, but for me, it's a preference. I do majorly contemporary jazz, and back then when I just started taking music serious, I told them, hey, I want to do jazz. People are like, you can't do jazz, it's Nigeria, you have to do Afropop, people want to dance and all that, but I stuck to what I think I wanted, and God has been faithful. It's been a journey and I am thankful for it.
Okay, there you go. I was going to ask how many things are working when you're playing? How many things are you doing together when you're playing? So your hand, your ears, your mouth. How many of your organs,
your mind,
are at work when you're playing?
Okay.
Just walk us through.
How technical the other answer? Because I think there are like 15 systems in the body.
For real.
But the musculoskeletal system is working. The fingers, right? Your cardiovascular system is working. Yes. What else? Your brain is definitely working. That's the center of everything. What else? I'm sure if I sit down to think, everything one way or another is working. So, but I think at the core of everything is the nervous system, the brain. So it now allows that coordination from your mouth knows. My boss talks about muscle memory. So the muscles of your lips know how tight to be on mouthpiece to give a particular sound, because a particular fingering can produce about 4 different sounds. So it's not dependent on the muscle to know how tight to squeeze to give you the sound you want.
It sounds like a lot of air, and it's maximum concentration. So for how long can a saxophonist stay on a song performing before they take some rest?
So the record for that one breath, I think, is held by Femi Kuti, 40-something minutes. But then there's a technique for that one. It's called circular breathing. I don't want to get too technical, but for normal breathing, you can do as much as 45 seconds, depending on the training.
Okay, there's technical breathing, because 45, I don't know anybody that will last even more than 2 minutes.
Right.
I know Femi did something about 40-something minutes, so thank God you've cleared it.
It's not the straight.
Yeah,
I
know. There's another jazz guy that I also, let me leave that for a moment. I wanted to come, because when you were explaining the technicality, it feels like there's a bit of intuition in what you do. Is that true?
Yes, correct.
How much of intuition do you deploy in delivering your sound?
I don't know how to explain it in words, but you just concentrate, and it also comes over time with experience. You know what to do at what point. Okay, I want to pass this emotion to the audience. I want them to clap. What do I do? I want them to mellow. I want them to listen to me. What do I do? So it comes over years with practice too. Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears as if most saxophonists, trumpeters, they stay in that lane. There's hardly musical compositions, coming from them, because it's a lot of work anyway. Churning out albums is a rare pattern for them. Will it be different for you? What's your own? What's the projection of your own career trajectory as a saxophonist?
I'm living it one step at a time, one day at a time, but I've taken courses in production and composition, so it's something that we might see soon enough.
Okay. Somtee, we need to hear you perform before we run, okay? Because a lot of people can't get enough of you. Okay. So, a lot of people also say that saxophonists have women flocking around them. Don't worry, blow with your sax. Answer with your sax.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do it again. We start spraying you, but it's illegal to spray notes, right?
No, they don't give bundles. They don't spray anymore.
Right, or just credit you. You have a POS. But amazing. So you're versatile. You're able to do soulful music that makes you dance.
Even make Christmas music danceable.
Exactly.
Right. It's beautiful.
So the women flock around you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that question.
It's a yes or no question, Somtee.
It's for
Christmas time.
to decide. Yeah, thank you. So
I wasn't trying to give you an escape route.
Because we've had examples.
They're just trying to say that maybe you should shout out to her.
Well, the women flock around saxophones. You're the woman here.
Just be specific about the question.
Straightforward.
Okay, so please give them the answer they want.
The saxophone, single reed instrument, also mostly brass. Does it attract women, or is this personality that attracts?
I think there's a woman here. Let's just ask her. Does saxophone attract you?
I think that works.
How can that be now?
Well, with a combination of other things as well, not just the saxophone.
She's a Nigerian woman.
No, but really, she's being honest.
The Nigerian woman.
Yeah, with a combination of other things as well. And I'm sure Somtee can testify to that.
Yeah, I think I agree. She speaks for both of us.
Look at me. The way you're looking.
Exactly.
So what do you have in store for the coming days, months? You said you're learning production, and it'll be good to see your versatility now translating into something else. A lot of people always box saxophonists, expect you to do instrumentals, expect you to perform at live bands or live events. But what is the plan for you?
Okay, so the instrumental we just danced to, I had to produce that last night in preparation for
So
today.
that was done by you as well?
Yeah, that was done by me from my home studio. So it's a learning curve for me. It's been interesting, it's been hard,
right.
But by God's grace, it's been worth a while. Then I had my first solo concert 3 weeks ago on the 4th of December at Ebony Life Place. So I'm just taking it idiot at the time, and I have expectations, but then I'm trying not to jump the gun. Just one step at a time, learning on the journey, and I know it will make sense at the end of the day.
Okay, so where can we see Somtee perform?
Do you have a residence
As
somewhere?
a man and a woman, just answer everybody, because I know you are trying to restrict your audience. To just, oh yeah, go. Where can we see it?
I used to perform at a couple of places on the island, but for one reason or the other, I had to stop. So for now, I'll just do my solo gigs and do my own shows, but I'll definitely send an invite across.
When you get the residency, call us.
To all of us, you send the invite to all of us.
To everyone.
It's very
I'll send it through you.
But really, how lucrative is this, what you do? I know it could be expensive to learn. I mean, getting a saxophone now, how much does it cost to get a good saxophone now?
A fairly good one.
I know there are levels. So let's stay.
Okay, as at 2020, last time I bought a saxophone for someone, it was London used. It was over 300k back then.
That's 2020. When the naira to dollar was, we know what it was saying.
Still had the conscience.
Yeah. So now I don't even bother checking these things, man. For my own sanity.
So for even for musical instruments, there are London use, just as we have London use for phones.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, certainly. If you want to get a new, very good saxophone now, you're talking millions.
Yeah. That's
the saxophone I want to get next, 3 million naira. So it's a prayer point right now.
the word has been put out there. You never know. You just may get it free.
Exactly. And the beauty is you do great work, so it's going to be value, whatever it is. So is it lucrative? Let's talk about that. Or how lucrative is it?
It can be. I think anything can be lucrative, right? But the fact that I'm not doing something really generic, I'll tilt more towards the contemporary jazz. That's what I love. So it's about finding that right audience, and God has been faithful to me too. So is it lucrative? It can be. For me,
could be better.
Yeah.
So is this the only thing you do, or you do other things as well?
That's a very long
answer
question, but I try and keep it short. I'm a final year student of physiotherapy as well at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos. Then before that,
beautiful combination. Therapy, music is also therapeutic.
Right?
Yeah.
Hello to your lecturers and colleagues in school.
Yeah, right. Shout out to my physio guys.
So give him 10 extra marks
for this.
Represent. No, it's important because there was a time I did a course and I had just one mark to get a distinction, and they didn't give me. For attendance, just add it now.
Somtee, we have to thank you so much. Clearly, we're still having a lot of fun. Somtee here in a chalk, full name.
Yeah.
Somtee Sax. Thank you so much for the work.
So is it going to be Somtee Sax?
No, I like to just do my name.
Somtee Chukwu.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we go on a break now. Clearly, we're still going to have a lot of fun with him. When we are back, we have something special for you. Yes, it's Boxing Day. Christmas is in the air, and we need to drive that message home. You don't want to miss this. Stay with us.